Hi guys, how are you doing? All right, well, this is a panel and you're here, so I assume you know what it's about. We're gonna go down the line and introduce ourselves real quick, starting over.
Oh, I get to start first. That's awesome. All right. My name is Wildcard. The thing I'm probably known for the most is Francis Sparkle from Friendship is Witchcraft. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That input is valuable. Critique is good. Back in 2013, I did hoofbeats for the BronyCon advertisement. Not this year, though. You did a good job. You did great. Done Shining Armor for a bunch of other stuff, and I think that's it. I can't think of anything. All right, nothing else notable. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Rev. I do a bunch of Discord stuff. Would you wait your frickin' turn?
Don't make us turn Discord back on. Okay, we'll do it.
I did it for like Epic Web Time. When Journey of the Spark was still a thing, I did it for that. Bunch of other crap. So.
I get to follow a bunch of other crap. Okay. Hi, I'm Meredith. I've done a bunch of other crap too. I started out doing Twilight Sparkle and Fighting is Magic, and from there I went into Silly Philly Studios. I did Fluttershy for them a lot, and then I was actually the writer and voice of Snowdrop. So.
Hi, I'm Jen, or MemJ0123 on YouTube. Hey! I did a lot of Celestia stuff when it was still around Journey of the Spark, Silly Philly Studios, basically a lot of Celestia stuff. Yeah, I was main event in both BronyCon promos in 2013 and this year. So yeah, it was fun. That's me.
Hi, I'm No Acting. I do. Thank you. I was Blank Canvas in the 2013 BronyCon thingy. What else? I'm known for vinyl, voicing her in like Epic Whoop Time, Pony Rock Anthem. I'm Octavia, a bunch of stuff with this person. Let's see.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
This person.
I'm Octavia.
Yeah, but I...
You are Octave. Did you know that?
No.
I'm telling you right now, you've been cast. Congrats. Awesome. Okay. I'm also known for Little Pip in the Fallout Equestria radio play, and I also, for non-horse stuff, I do Pokemon Bridge, and I'm Saris in Helsing Bridge by Team 4-Star. I was Sasha in Team 4-Star's Attack on Titan Abridged. What else? Dark Swamp, Tome, bunch of things. Go.
Hi, I'm Miley Monty. I was photo finish in Picture Perfect Pony. I've done a lot of stuff with Jan Animations. Recently, I was Laylee in his animation of Ukulele. I was Button's mum in Button's Adventures. Button, time for school. And I've done tons of other pony-related stuff. I'm Octavia with you, and I'm
Really?
Velvet Remedy in the Fallout Equestria radio play. Yay! And I've been in games. I was Lady Tethys in Dust and Elysian Tale. And I'm Moustache Girl and Queen Vanessa in Hat in Time. And that's all I can remember at the moment. Yay!
Okay. So, we're gonna open it to Q&A, we think? Is that what you guys want to do? Okay. All right.
Don't matter to
Sweet.
me.
So if you guys want to like start lining up at that microphone, then you can do that.
Oh, a lot of questions. It's always awkward when like you have no questions.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Alex, and there have been a lot of rumors floating around, but is there any specific reason or reason not to give your voice for vinyl on the official show?
I'm not in the Canadian Union, so that's impossible.
Well,
You're not the only person to ask this question, though. So
if you had the opportunity to, would you?
That's a good question. I've gone back and forth over the years, you know, because if I voice her in the actual thing, I have to stop doing fan stuff. So it's a conflict because I'm a parody writer, but I'm also an actor. And both of those things are like my life. So it's like choosing, it's like your babies, you know, like which baby do you love more? I don't know.
Okay, King Solomon.
Let's just solve the problem. Honestly, I think I would. Because like I'm an actor first before I'm a writer of things, because I've just, if tough cases have need to be, I'm very tired, I'm sorry. Our set was at like 10:50 last night, and then we emceed until 2 a.m., and now we're here at this panel. So, so if I make words that don't make words, I am sorry. In cases where it's like, okay, acting or writing, you have to pick one, I've always been like, okay, acting. But I love them both. So I love the fan vinyl personality and life that I've been able to put in the character, you know. So it'd be really awesome though, because that acknowledges that like, hey, you're a girl from America and we're gonna take you in some impossible situation. Let's get around the Canadian Union.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Hey.
Hi.
So, this question is for Ali Monty and No Whacking.
Yep.
I wanted to know, when Animated James sent you the lyrics for Winners Effed Up, what was your first reactions?
I rarely swear, so that is probably the only time you'll hear me swear.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I found it funny though. I don't know. I found it funny, even though I'm not really that big on swearing. But it's one of those things where it's a role. See, it was funny, and then I got to work with her and James, so you know, why not?
Yeah. I liked James's work before that, and
Yeah.
last year actually, after the Fan VAs panel, after I was done signing stuff, he caught me and was like, I would like to, talk to you about maybe voicing the thing. And I was like, yeah, awesome. What is it? And then he explained it to me, and I was like, I would love to do that. Yes, please.
So obviously you both enjoyed the project.
Oh yeah, it's very fun. He
That's
didn't
great.
tell us that that shipping stuff between our OCs was going to happen. So I just watched the video and was like, oh my god, wing boners! Ah! So that was fun. I don't know. We should. If we're in a project together, we should just assume people are going to ship us, because it just happens.
It just happens. But I had to wait until like my parents and my brother were out to do that.
Oh, God.
I was like, oh, bye everyone. Fudge. Yeah. We could do a different version. Winter's fudged up.
The non-18 plus version.
Yeah.
I did suggest that to him. I was like, why don't you put another version out where there's bleeps, but it would just be bleep, 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 bleep.
That might be funny.
You wouldn't even hear any music.
Yeah. Just a constant censor bar, just the whole time, and the animation's going on in the background, but there's no other vocals. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Thank you for your question.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yay.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
I was curious because I started doing like voice acting stuff myself, and I was curious how you're supposed to get yourself out there, say hi to everyone else, get your word out.
Well, first you say hi to everyone else.
Well,
We've been talking too much. I want to bring it down.
yeah, I was gonna say, let them answer first.
Sure, I can try and help you out. Big thing about breaking into voiceover is being social and open to new experiences, because the community is very tight-knit. It's very nice, and it's pretty accepting of most people, but you just have to actually make the effort to put yourself out there and be like, hey, I'm here. Here's what I have to offer. I know this is going to sound stupid, since one of my main contributions to the fandom is sounding like another character, but don't try to don't use someone else's talent or what they do as your special thing. For voiceover or really acting in general, they want you. they usually want your voice and what you sound like. It's not how you can sound like somebody else. But really, I mean, it's just putting yourself out there, making like a website, your demo reels, talking to as many people as you can. Because I mean, I hate this rule so much, but who you know is a big thing in entertainment. I mean, but if you just want to do it for fun, then don't worry about it. You know, if you don't want to do it as a career or whatever, then just have fun. And even if you do have fun, you know, if it's something you're really passionate about, do it.
And I mean, you know, all the pony stuff is so much fun to do, and character stuff is so much fun to do as well. If you want to do voice acting, you have to remember that the commercial stuff is a big part of it. And I've actually gotten character roles from doing commercial work. So if you have a character demo, that's really good, but you also need to be prepared if you actually want to keep going with voice acting to do like, I don't know, come to JCPenney, where because that's actually probably going to open up some doors for you too that you didn't think were going to be there.
Anything in communications is a big way to put your foot in the door. But yeah, commercials too, definitely. Because sometimes you have to do the humdrum stuff to do the really fun stuff. Or maybe you enjoy doing commercials, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, commercials can be kind of fun.
can.
I don't know, I just did like I just did like a 7-part documentary just on like drinks, so I had to talk about drinks for 4 hours, but you know, that's what you do so that you can do the fun stuff on the side.
I'd suggest auditioning for everything when you start out. Don't be picky. Like, there are sites when you start out you can join that are fantastic. We've all been part of them. Like Voice Acting Alliance, Voice Acting Club, they're fantastic. And also great for critique. If you like put out your demo on Voice Acting Alliance, you get a lot of people who are in the profession and some that are kind of new to it, but it's great getting feedback on there. But yeah, audition for everything, because some people when they start out, they're really picky. And it's like, don't be picky if you want to get contacts and get your name out there, you know? Thank you for your question. Unless you want to answer.
It's always difficult answering this question because everything you're not supposed to do, I did, and I still got here. So I don't know. I'm lucky, I guess. Yeah, I was lazy and I didn't like contact anyone. I kind of stayed in my own world. I was like, I'm just gonna do this for fun and like just do this stuff. And then people discovered me from that. So I guess making your own content is a really good way to go because then people are able to like actually see what you can do because they're like every time after or when I'm walking in halls or something, there's always someone that talks to you for 5 seconds and gives you their business card and says, I want to do voice acting, so you should hire me for your projects. And then I'm like, thanks, haha. And they leave. But automatically, like, no one keeps those business cards because we don't know that person. We don't know what they can do. And if you are going to that person just because, like, be a person that people like, you know? Because if you're just going to people for, where, like, you should hire me, you know? There's no personality behind that, and we have no investment in you, you know? Make us like you. You know, easy concept.
I think that also you should always be striving to learn something new, especially when you're doing content on your own. It never hurts to like learn how to do basic mixing skills, or maybe even do sketches, learning to draw a bit, or you know just learn whatever you do. There's no point at which you stop learning and start doing. They're always hand in hand. You're always learning and doing at the same time.
Also, I would suggest going to acting classes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a big thing.
Voice acting is acting before it's anything else.
Yeah.
It's
It's
not
in the name.
impersonation. I mean, we do impersonations, but it's not impersonation.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
My question's for Eileen Monty. I mean, knowing that Octavia now has a voice in the show, do you think DHX is actually handling her very well?
Oh, I like what they did with her. I thought it was very similar to the Octavia in Epic Web Time. I don't know about you. I thought it was quite similar.
I can hear that.
Yeah. I really liked it. Kazumi Evans was fantastic. And I liked the way she said blast. I was like, yeah. Although no one in the UK says that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because where was it? I think it was Midwest Brony Fest where we were, there was like a meet and greet with all the guests and stuff, so I was at the dinner. and Kazumi was talking to the table, and like I never introduced myself to like any of the voice actors or anything, so I had to sit there the whole time and being like, hello. We kind of know each other in an alternate universe.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Yeah.
This is for.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Thank you.
The people need
My
to
question
see.
is to everyone.
Show it.
Yeah.
Show it.
Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, there's a little button, a little card. You got a little card. Yeah, that's so cool. Thank you.
And my question is for everyone. Basically, in your opinions, what is the best mic there is? And I know a lot of you will answer Blue Yeti, but just asking. And also, have you ever had any mics in the past besides those? And how effective were they?
You want to get down from Wildfest?
Sure. Mics. Oh Lord, this is a tough one. It's hard to say because everyone's voice is different and it sounds different on different microphones. USBs are great to start with, like a Yeti, like you said. But the ideal thing to do, at least if you want to really get into this, is to get an audio interface and then get a condenser mic. You can get a ribbon mic too, but those are like a couple $1,000s. I don't know if you want to invest in that. But I mean, it's not as hard as people might make it out to be. You just one I recommend audio interface is called the Scarlett 2i2. I think there's a 4i4 now. I don't know. Mine's so old because I can't afford anything better. But honestly, you get something called an XLR cable, and you just stick it in the mic. You get a stand to put the mic on, and then you plug it into the audio interface, and that's how you record. And there's more in-depth stuff. I'm not going to get into that. But USB, Yeti, Snowball, which is like the same thing, right? I think. But yeah, condenser mics
Pepsi
are.
and Coke are like the same, right?
Well, you know what I mean.
No, I'm just saying people get in fights like, no, the Blue Yeti's, but no, Snowball is. What are you talking about?
But yeah, condenser is the way to go if you really want to start bringing your voice out. USBs work fine, but I'm just saying I recommend a condenser mic, like something from. Nope, don't got the name. Sorry, it's gone.
It's early.
Yeah, I'm still waking up. Sorry.
I'm actually currently in the market for mics, so when I find a good one, I'll let you know.
I started out with a gaming headset when I was 16. Please don't use a gaming headset to do voice acting. Then I moved to a Snowball, and I will say this about Snowballs. Snowballs are fine, but the reason that I wouldn't go back to Snowball is because one time I was recording, and my father came into the room. I don't remember why, but he tripped over the cord, and when the cord snapped out of the Snowball, the USB cable that it came with, it broke inside the Snowball, and I could not get it out, so the Snowball was essentially dead to me. It broke with like one little trip of the cord. So now I use a Yeti. It's fine. Like he said, condenser mic, but my setup is so sophisticated. It's in the closet, and I've got my Yeti, and I've got like a scarf over it. But Yetis are fine.
Yeah. I also started with a headset when I was 16. They're fine if you just want to mess around, just have some fun, like do little things. But if you're starting to get serious, move in stages. I'd recommend. I moved from the headset to a what was it? A CO1U.
Yeah, I used that too.
That was a really good starter mic actually. And now I'm onto the AT 2020, which is fine, and I'm probably looking to move onto a better one even soon. But yeah, just go in stages and find try different mics and see what works best with you.
Yeah, when I was like first starting out, like my very first mic was one of those that is like $15 and it stands up and it's like a like a whoop shape that you just get from like Walmart. Don't use that for professional projects. Right now I have a C01U, but I'm upgrading in a couple months and I forget what to. It's the same setup that Little Prebo has, Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged, so hopefully that's good.
I started off with a Logitech headset, which I duct taped a lot, and then that broke, and then I got another Logitech headset, 20 pound, you know. And then I moved on to the Snowball, which is, I think Snowball and Yeti are great first mics. I suggest not getting a super expensive mic first, because it's best to get a Snowball or a Yeti first, so you know how to use the mic, you get used to it, all that. Now I've got a Blue Spark, which is just above it, a Yeti, and different mics, as Wild said, different mics fit different voices, so you've got to look at what picks up the bass more and all that shebang.
And drops it.
The CO1U is a good one for male voices and low lady voices.
Thank you.
There we go. So that's a good one for guys starting out.
And me.
But yeah, Blue, the company Blue, I love them, I recommend them. I love my mic, yeah. You made a box for your mic, didn't you?
Yeah. So if this is the microphone, it's all stood up. I got a box that's like, this big, a little room, and filled it with pyramid foam. So you can make your own stuff. You can make pop filters out of just like pantyhose and
yeah, that's my
clothes
pop
hanger.
filter. My pop filter is pantyhose right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Because my old one broke.
Yeah, see, it does the job. So like, why go for the expensive one,
Yeah. I've got a portable booth now which just stands up, which I saved up money for. But before that, I sometimes still use a blanket. I look crazy when I'm voice acting with a blanket over my head.
People, you have to do that sometimes.
Yeah, because of like the echo in the room, and it depends on the room, how big your room is.
But it sucks because then you're holding it up, and after 20 minutes, you're like doing this, and you're like, I have to finish my lines. Oh my god! I've had to stop a couple times and be like, I'm sorry, I have to take a breath.
I remember it was for the Dust auditions. Like I was like, oh, this room is too echoey because I had to go in the I can't remember where I was, but it was echoey. And I got a washing basket, put it around my mic, got all my stuffed toys. I was like, this will absorb it all. And like the blanket, my mum comes in, she's like, Eileen, what are you doing? Voice acting, mum. Yeah, I hope that helped.
Hey. A question for all you guys: how do you cope with hearing your voice for the first few times and judging and coping with it?
You tell me.
A lot of crying. Yeah. I mean, your voice still sounds weird when you listen to it. It doesn't matter if you've recorded one time or 1,000 times. It's still going to sound weird. But I guess you just kind of become desensitized to the feeling of, gosh, what's wrong with me? And then you keep going, because you got to keep going. If you stopped and listened, she made a Vine of me the other day, and there was a line that I'm not going to repeat, but because I can't. But the way I said it, and she kept replaying it, and she thought it was the funniest thing ever. Meanwhile, I'm just in the corner cringing because I'm listening to my voice over and over again. So, but eventually it dies down.
Can we get to see it?
Huh?
Can we get to see that?
I mean, it's on her Vine.
Yeah. If you follow me on Twitter, MJ0123.
It was like 1:30 in the morning. We were playing Pokemon Stadium last night, and we were playing the mini games. And I guess it was my voice cracked somehow. I'm not sure why. I was like trying to get the button, so I was like, "What the fudge?" And that doesn't even sound like it. It was like, and they played it over and over and over. It was hilarious.
So now we have our inside joke for the con.
Oh, God. But eventually you learn to accept the cringe, basically.
Except when they keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
Thank you. I won't. They won't. No. Shut up. Yeah, you get
used to it. Yeah.
Oh, I think I sound great all the time. No. Brutal honesty. No, like I said, you become desensitized to it. Like most things when you're an actor. The audition rigmarole, like, I don't feel anything anymore. Yeah. You didn't get it, all right.
The more you act, the less you care.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Second question, do you like the pizza?
What?
Like pizza? Pizza.
Oh,
Is this because we were carrying back pizza last night?
I like the pizza.
Yeah. I have to say though, I got Domino's, and you were like, you really want Domino's?
I don't like that specific. Like Domino's is apparently better in the UK, but here it's like, oh, you're drunk at 2 a.m. Have Domino's. And I'm from New York, so we already have the best pizza. So I go anywhere else, I'm like, man.
Yeah, I was really excited to try it because someone else went to me, oh, the American Domino's is way better, and I was like,
who said this?
It's better than what it used to be, but that's not saying.
At least Pizza Hut is drunk at like midnight, you know? Like,
I was surprised how long it took, also, because
I think it was because it's near con. You know?
Oh, maybe.
It was like a 2-hour wait for pizza, but it was fine.
No, they should have like 10 minutes.
Like in the movies.
Another
pizza.
Papa.
Sorry, sir. What is your question?
I know you guys have said that impersonations are like the worst, but
I don't think so entirely, because due to the My Little Pony voices I've done, I've got a better range from practicing those voices. Sometimes I take those voices and add them in other things. I mean, I know that Tabitha got the Granny Smith voice from Ellie Ray, who's a great voice acting teacher for anyone out there. So yeah, I mean, you can take it and do it your own way. Sometimes bad impressions can also give you another voice too.
Right, yeah.
But what we meant by that is just like don't have your demo reel full of like
Yeah.
Elmer Fudd, Bugs Bunny impressions, because nobody's gonna take that seriously.
Those roles are already taken.
What was the second half of your question?
second half. If you had to choose between impersonations and doing only originals, which would be like the best thing to do?
Which one's paying?
Yeah, which one's paying? And doing your own originals pay, so.
Yeah. Like I just got a job where I was impersonating, I don't even remember the video, it was a video game character, it wasn't a pony. So you can get jobs impersonating people, but it's important not to rely on that. It's important to branch out from your impersonations and make your own voices through that.
It's a very niche market.
Very much so.
It's very rare you get an impersonation.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd get that job.
Yeah. So when you get one, it's exciting, but like at the same time, it's very rare. Original characters are more fun because you can make them your own, unless the director goes, no, do it this way. Sometimes directors send you a YouTube clip or an audio of a voice they like from a game, and they're like, can you do it similar? I had that with Lady Tethys. I had a clip from Lord of the Rings. The lady with the bird bath, like the elf with the bird bath, and they were like, can you do it like her, but lower? Lord of the Rings fans are like, how dare you call her the lady with the bird bath? I haven't watched it in ages, so I can't remember. But yeah, they were like, do it like her. And I was like, okay.
I think it's kind of funny because doing impressions at the start kind of gave me a general framework of what my voice could do. Like, I mean, I was doing voice acting before Pony, but I was strictly like soprano range, like high voices. And then I started doing Celestia, and I realized that my voice is actually a lot deeper than I thought it was. And so because I did impressions, I found I could enjoy the original stuff. I did a lot more because I knew what I could do with my voice and what I wanted to do with it. So it gave me that kind of freedom, I think.
All right, thanks.
Thank you for your question.
This is a question for all of you. I'm pretty sure Eileen Monty already knows this, but have you guys heard of Terrain of Magical Expertise?
Oh, hyperlinks in that, yeah.
Yeah, I was Bailey, and I'm not going to spoil it. It's quite funny. I'm there for like 20 seconds.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
I saw my episode. That's
although you the other day, you were like, oh, I voiced in another episode, Tony. I was like, oh, you did? I am the worst waifu.
And what is your opinion on the show?
On Tone?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really cool. I like how there's like tons of cast members, because like we hear a lot of our friends in it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's basically just encyclopedia of which friend is that.
Yeah.
Just listening to it.
It's quite fun, like, who is this one? But no, it's great. Curb works very hard in it. Everybody in the crew works very hard in it. Yeah.
It was fun because Curb wanted Mike and I, One Kids, who does Pokemon Bridge with me, he's Ash and writes the series also. He wanted us together because we have a very interesting dynamic where we interact, and if you hang out with us for 5 minutes, you'll know that. We're jerks to each other, but in a fun way. And so he saw that for the characters, and he was like, I would love to cast you guys as these guys. So that was fun.
Although if you watch it, my character has a funny walk cycle. She goes. And every time I see her, I'm like.
Oh, and I was almost the voice of Flame Girl, actually. It was like down to the wire, like barely made a decision kind of making. And so he was like, I really want you in, so just wait in the wings, okay? Yeah.
Hello, this is a question for No Whacking and Eli Montacking.
Oh, I like that better than all the other ones. No Monty and Eily Whacking.
Eily Whacking.
Yes.
Sounds all very violent. I just feel like I'm getting told off. No Monty.
Okay, it's a My Little Pony reference question. I was wondering, what will happen if Vinyl Scratch and Octavia switch talents? You have Vinyl on the cello and Octavia on the turntable. Yes, thank you.
It'd be like that. Well, I like the designs for I haven't read it yet, but with the alternate universe, where Octavia's a punk.
I haven't heard of that, but.
No, you see it with Vinyl Scratches in like the bow tie and stuff.
Oh, that, yeah, like the picture, yeah. Vinyl still has her personality, so I feel like she would still be like, excuse me, I'm trying to practice the cello over here. Okay, can you calm that like dumb music down?
No, mate, I've got my wubs, yeah, in it, bro.
I know you're happy, no whacking.
I'm sorry, what?
I know you're happy, no whacking.
Yes.
Second question. What if you sing Dying to Fire? It's a Five Nights at Freddy's 3 song. I like Monty's song so much.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I said, what if you sing Dying to Fire?
He's asking, what if you sung it?
Oh, well, if it was put in my range, it might be lower, so it'd be like, I hope you die in a fire! I hope you die and you're in a fire, and I hope it's a fire! I don't know the word. I don't know the words.
It's quite scary singing that like towards me. I hope you die in a fire. I'm like, oh, okay.
People have said I should try like screamo rock, because it's like, oh.
Hi.
This is a question for all of you. What would be your all-time favorite quote from My Little Pony?
Oh no, man.
Wow. It is time to make the magics. That's my fave.
I don't know. Skip me for now. I'm still thinking.
Oh man, I didn't get a chance to think about it.
I'm like going through every episode in my head. I'm like, which one?
Oh jeez. What did she say in episode? Oh man. Oh gosh, I don't even know. There's so many good lines.
Skip me. I don't know. Well, gee, thanks. You're welcome. Any rarity line. Probably the ones where the plates are missing, and it's the worst possible thing. And I can't imitate Rarity, so I'm not going to try. But Fluttershy is my favorite, but Rarity is definitely the most interesting character for me. So any Rarity line.
Yep.
I've got to go with the time-honored classic of Twiley!
He said his thing!
My thing, but yeah.
Now you have to.
I can go first. Yeah. Okay. I really loved when Vinyl said.
I still don't know. There's the thing about me. I hate picking favorites. I'm so undecided.
Didn't you like the argument where Celestia and Luna were arguing about the present? Like, who brought the present?
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, that was great. That was
You
pretty
like
great.
that?
Yeah. Any Celestia Luna dialogue like together, I think that they had like one moment I think together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Moment.
Yeah, one moment. That was pretty great.
This is funny. Why don't they just magic it then?
I know. Like, why didn't they just like teleport the present into the?
Oh, we forgot it. Bing.
Yeah.
Well, that would require Celestia doing something. So. Whoops! Did I just say that out loud?
Excuse me, Discord, but who was stuck in a rock for thousands of years?
King Sombra.
So, my question is for Eileen Monty.
That's so cute.
My question is, if you are planning any future MLP Voices videos?
I am indeed. I can tell you what song it is. It's Perfect by the guys who did the Shia LaBeouf. And I've got 31 voices in that one. Yeah. It starts off with, I can tell you it starts off with Apple Bloom. In the sky up on the hill. But yeah, that one's next. I do plan on doing more. It just takes a while because, like, I gotta choose which voice matches what line, because obviously the ponies have a range. I can't sing Pinky on a low line because she don't sound like Pinky. But yeah, there is another.
Cool,
And then obviously the editor takes, he takes ages, no, I'm kidding. But he works really hard on the videos. Nick Hart, amazing.
Dude's awesome.
He's so good. But yeah, it just takes a while. But yeah, there is. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
You're so cute.
This question is for everyone. I'm pretty sure Now Whacking will know. I'm pretty sure No Whacking will. I know what No Whacking will say. Probably. It's for everyone though. On a scale from 1 to 10, 1 is, and 10 is just do it. Do it. And how much did, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much did you want Vinyl Scratch to talk in episode 100?
10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
I didn't put any thought into it, so no one's ever asked me that, actually, so.
I did, because, like, I guess it's because we've worked together a lot that I like it when Vinyl Scratch answers. You know? I like the banter between.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's a different dynamic, you know, because our Vinyl and Octavia, it's like, you know, straight man and sarcastic.
Yeah.
Bad. I was gonna say a bad word, but I can't. You know, Vinyl, and in the show, it's, you know, Octavia doing all the talking. You know, so it's a different dynamic. I like it, honestly.
I think it's good.
Yeah. I think it's just fun to see the shows, bring in different voice actors in general and see their actual interpretations and then compare it to what we have done. So.
And then write angry YouTube comments about it.
Yeah, and then write a whole bunch of angry YouTube comments about it. But yeah, you know, it's interesting to see any character talk, especially background characters, because then we get to see what they were thinking about it the whole time.
That's my only question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did Lawson give you those?
How does it feel being on stage?
That's a good question. I don't know. How do you guys feel?
It's really weird. I don't know. It is really weird because I work at Disney World, so you know.
With hundreds of people staring.
I work at Disney and I see like thousands of people every day just walking by me, and I'm just like, hi, and they're like, hey. And now I'm like, what? Everyone's looking at me.
I just feel weird because I have a resting mad face. So sometimes I may zone out and stare at one person in particular, and then I'm like, oh crap, I'm being creepy.
I've noticed that in pictures of me in panels. Like when people take pictures of me, I look like I'm like.
You're very expressive. So you know. Yeah, and it's also like people can see me right now. Like I'm a wimp, so I get cold everywhere. I'm freezing my butt off right now, and I keep trying to I'm like. Don't shiver, right. Don't let them see, don't let them know. Hope you're dead of fire.
Just let it go.
We both have our bad puns for the morning. Nah, you're never done with Frozen. It keeps coming back.
No. Again, I work at Disney World. Please, no more Frozen.
Three
I'm so sorry.
Actually, 3 out of the 6 of us up here have worked at Disney World.
Yeah,
Wow.
he worked at Disney World, I worked at Disney World, he's worked at Disney World. There's
Yeah.
no Big Hero 6 anywhere in the parks right now. It's still frozen. Yeah, I know, right? You know, we were expecting all this Big Hero 6 stuff to come, and you know what? They brought back the Frozen Fun Summer Ever thing. And I still work there, so I'm not going to say my personal opinion on it, but as a representative of the Walt Disney Company, I would like to tell you that Frozen is very popular, and and lots of little girls still really like it. And
It is the best animated movie of the year.
I like Frozen.
Paul Blart Mall Cop was the best comedy in America for 3 weeks. Which was great. Watch Paul Blart Mall Cop. It's a classic.
I like the first one.
See? It's a classic. So good.
It's a bit like the hearing your voice, really. You just kind of get used to it. I mean, I still get butterflies, but I try not to let it show, as you said.
I'm just glad we have this panel now, because we've got another panel at 8. If you guys totally want to come, it's in the same room. It's the Silly Philly Studios panel. And if I do this panel now, I'm going to be a little more calm for the panel I'm a little more nervous about.
Also, it's nice when you have your mates up with you. So
Right, yeah, because then we can just like fool around and stuff, and you know.
Any other shameless plugs we want to get out of the way?
Yeah, sorry, that was a shameless plug.
thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
I don't like crouching down. All right, first off, Menjay, love the bow. It looks adorable on you.
Yay, thank you. She gave it to me.
All right, this is actually my first convention ever.
Yay!
Thank you. I bring that up because my one and only question for all of you is, what was your first convention like? And I'm not talking about Brony, like any fan, Star Trek anime, your first convention, what was it like?
Actually, my first convention was Dallas Comic-Con, and I was going because I had recently started voice acting for Discord, and John Delancey was there. So I went up to him as part of like a photo, like you take a photo with him, and I told him, some people tell me I can do an impression of you, and he's like, oh, let's hear it, and I'm like, I have no idea what to say. So that was my first experience.
My first con was, I was a freshman in high school, and I was in the anime club, because I was and I went to Anime Central in Illinois, and I was terrified because I was a freshman and I was driving up with people that I didn't really know very well, and I was staying in a hotel room with people I didn't know really well, and then as soon as I got to the convention center, there were so many people and everyone went away, and I was standing in the middle of so many people. But I mean, you know, I think the more conventions you go to and the more friends you have, the more comfortable you are with so many people. I'm an introvert, so like, I don't know, when I was in ASIN with like 15,000 people, I just wanted to go into a corner and cry a little bit.
We still love you.
Yay!
And I love you, random citizen.
My first convention was Ottawa Comic Con. I'm from Canada, so I mean, like, yeah.
Ooh, I have no idea what that is.
So it was the first year we had Comic Con, so I'm like, okay, let's go. And I also met John Delancey there and got to talk to him, which was awesome. But I was only there for like a couple of hours, so I don't even know if that really exposed me to the con scene. After that, it was BronyCon 2012. The year with the fire.
The year with the fire!
And that was pretty great. That was my first real convention scene with like lots of people everywhere and like buying stuff and getting to stay overnight at a hotel, and it was great. It was fun.
My first con was TokoshiCon in Pittsburgh, and it's funny. That was like I was 15, and I was a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, which is funny because now I'm Dark Magician Girl in it, and it's cool. Like I'm good friends with Martin, the guy who does the show, and it's crazy to think back that when I was 15, I like went to this con and they were showing Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged episodes, and I was having a good time watching them and stuff, and now I'm like in it, so that's cool.
My first one was MCM London Expo, which is a big Comic-Con. I can't really remember, but I remember bringing my dad, and my dad was like, what? But it was nice for him to bring me. That's what I like about, when I go to these conventions and there's parents bringing their kids. I think it's awesome. Yeah.
All right, thank you for your time. Be very careful of those cease and desist from Hasbro.
All of C&D.
Hasbro.
Now, are there any future plans for Friendship is Witchcraft?
Oh, I'm not the right person to ask about that. You have to talk to Griff and Jenny because it's their baby. I'm just hired help. I'm a mercenary, man. I don't answer to nobody. But yeah, honestly, I have no idea. I know that there were a couple C&Ds they got, and that kind of stalled production a bit. Whether they're doing something else, even if I did know, I really can't say. But I really wish I could give you more of an answer, but that's the best I can do. I'm sorry.
And do you think if they were going to continue it, would they continue with where they stopped, or would they do the new seasons of My Little Pony?
I think, when was the last thing they were working on? Was Equestria Girls, wasn't it? I think. And they were working on part 2. But who knows? I mean, so many awesome projects have just stopped lately, and it's kind of a bummer, but I'm hoping they bring it back. I mean, I'm sure if you asked them, they would tell you. I'm sure that they wouldn't mind. But honestly, like I said, I was just an actor they grabbed, and that was
He's just there to say corn dogs.
I got nothing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I just had a question for any one of you who wants to take it. If I was going to go through your libraries at home, what would be one book that I would pick? Like one that you think, oh, you've got to read this.
I personally like reading scripts, and I love Amadeus. That's my favorite play.
Was the question books? Like
Yeah.
Yes, that one book that you think I should really read.
Oh, you should read.
Yeah.
What is a book?
Yeah, what is a book? I don't know.
Is it electronic? Does it turn on and off?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
How long does it take to charge? My favorite books are Animal Farm and Brave New World, so maybe one of those. Which is funny, right? I don't seem like those would be my favorite books.
Honestly, I don't read as much as I'd like to. I'm an extremely slow reader. Like, I read entire paragraphs or pages, and then I realize I wasn't paying attention to any of that, so I have to go back and read it again. So I'm terrible with that, but I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I mean, but I'm sure everyone's read that. Are you kidding me?
What's Harry Potter?
Man. I don't know, just pick up a book, read it on the back, and then, if you like, I don't know, don't ask me.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of books that changed my life. I mean, you gotta go with classics like To Kill a Mockingbird. The Kite Runner is fantastic. The Kite Runner is great. Kite Runner actually got banned when I was supposed to read it for my high school. Some parent didn't want us to read it. So guess what happens when you tell a bunch of 9th graders not to read something?
You don't.
And I just picked up a really good book. It's called The Wrath of the Dawn. It's about Sherazade, 1001 Nights, and I love 1001 Nights. So that one's really good too.
If we're going to stay on topic here, I would say The Art of Voice Acting. It's a really good introductory thing.
About that.
Yeah, we got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got to have somebody here who's focused.
Listen, no, Animal Farm, it's a metaphor, okay?
I said a script, so acting.
That's you were on point too.
Just take any book and think of it as a metaphor for voice acting.
Everything's a metaphor.
We could, it could bring up cold reading.
I want to sound smart here with books. I recommend the Iliad and the Odyssey. Oh, and Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis and Garfield. Dr. Seuss, the My Little Pony comic. Plug. All the plugs. I'm actually a huge fan of. I'm really bad with books. I don't know. I like graphic novels, but one author I like is Neil Gaiman.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a really good novel he did called. Yes, but that's good too. That's awesome. It's called the Lady at the End of the Lake, or I forget the word actually. What's it? Thank you. That was it. The Ocean at the End of the Lake. It's a fantastic book. You must read it. I recommend it wholeheartedly. And if you don't, you're a plebeian.
Who are you? Go ahead, say we're out of time.
I was just gonna say. So with that,
words.
with him talking in a British accent, I'm looking at the little timer back there, and it's telling me that we have less than nothing. So, thank you guys for coming and listening to us blab.
If you guys want us to sign or do anything, we're gonna move outside so the next panel can start setting up.
So if you still have questions that you want to ask, we'll be out there.